Here's Healthwise with Karin McCay.
It was 15 years ago that we got a first glimpse of Dr. Ted Mitchell on his ranch in East Texas with no ties to Lubbock or Texas Tech. But now, as he plans to retire as Chancellor of the university, I had the pleasure of sitting down with the good doctor to look back at his time here, his impact, and what he will miss when he leaves Lubbock. Dr. Ted Mitchell and his wife, Dr. Janet Tornelli, came to Lubbock as a team, just like they were in medical school.
I can still say it was love at first sight.
Ted's father was also a doctor, but not the only one who influenced his career.
The two mentors that I had were obviously my father and then Dr. Cooper.
That's Dr. Ken Cooper, the father of aerobics, who launched the famous Cooper Clinic in Dallas. Dr. Mitchell became the CEO of the Cooper Clinic until one of his patients had a bigger idea.
I had a patient named Ken Hance that at the time was the chancellor, and he called me and said, "Hey Ted, we're looking for a new president for the Health Sciences Center, and I'd like for you to help us with the search."
2 years later, Ken Hance was back to ask Mitchell to apply for the job, and the rest is history.
It's an absolute honor.
Mitchell became president of the Texas Tech Health Sciences Center in 2010.
Alan, Ted Mitchell, good to see you.
Janet was excited to bring her horses to Lubbock when she learned about the Tech mascot.
Probably more than anything that got her out here, the masked rider. While Kent was the chancellor, every home game, Janet showed up in the full regalia of the masked rider, ready to take over if the need arose.
Meanwhile, President Mitchell took the reins of the Health Sciences Center, building a sense of teamwork. And as serious as that mission was, he and Janet were famous for their Halloween parties involving the staff and the students.
We had one Halloween where one of them stayed in a coffin the whole time, and every time somebody's coming up to get the shrimp off the dish, he looks like a corpse, but he's grabbing them every time.
Fun events that he says turned out to be good for the medical school.
It helps a lot with the recruitment.
Bringing you the latest health coverage and medical
It was during all this that the president joined our team at KCBD.
This is not my dog, this is Denver.
Every week he brought us the president's prescription, advice on safety, nutrition, exercise, and more. And he found time to show his lighter side in videos for the HSC, with a special interest in encouraging the medical students.
You're all here, so welcome back.
And when he was chosen to become chancellor in 2019, he chose not to move into the chancellor's house.
I don't think they would have appreciated if we'd hauled 3 horses into the backyard of the chancellor's house.
But look at the work that was accomplished during his years as chancellor. The Texas Tech system added a dental school in El Paso, the VA Super Clinic in Lubbock, the School of Public Health in Abilene, Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, a vet school in Amarillo, the first in Texas in over a century. And more recently, the Kenneth Cooper Research Institute in Dallas, a real coup for Texas Tech, with an obvious nod to Dr. Mitchell from his mentor, Dr. Cooper.
In his 95th year, he's still blowing and going.
So why is Ted Mitchell retiring at 63?
When I turned 40, I received that jar as a gift.
It was filled with marbles, but every Monday for the last 22 years, he says he has moved one marble from one jar to the next to appreciate the time he has left with his children, who are grown now, and their children.
We now have 4 grandchildren with the 5th one on the way, and that jar is just over half empty. I'm going to spend time with my wife, with my kids, with my grandbabies, reconnecting with things at the ranch.
You may have seen the episode on Treehouse Masters.
Yeah!
Where Janet supervised the building of a massive treehouse at their ranch in East Texas, while Ted supervised the growth of the Texas Tech University system to include 21,000 employees and 64,000 students.
There's an old saying that there is no limit to what you can accomplish if you don't care who gets the credit.
What will bring a tear to your eye on your last day when you walk away?
The people. Great place, great things, great accomplishments, not from me, from everybody working together, great things, and it's always about the people.
I think a lot of people will be emotional when he leaves.
Well, good for him that he's leaving at such a young age, I think, and Speaking of leaving, that will be when?
The regents are here this week, and they'll look into that among other things, but I think that Dr. Mitchell hopes that he will stay maybe for the rest of this year while they search for somebody to replace him, because he doesn't want to leave Texas Tech with an interim, which I think is really admirable of him as well.
I think y'all have become friends over the years.
I sure respect him a lot.
Coming up.